All right. On your biography or autobiography writing journey, do not overlook this particular source of information. This is a gem if you are so lucky to have it, because most of us do not. What am I talking about? I'm talking about older relatives, grandparents, great grandparents, granduncles, grandaunts, really anybody who knew you growing up, who knew your parents growing up. And that's the other reason it's important for us to get to this project pretty early, because we lose these folks, right? If you're like me, I'm 43. People who are grandparent figures to me are fast disappearing. In fact, there are not many of them remaining in my extended family. I come from a culture that prioritizes achievement. And so, because of that emphasis on achievement, you must achieve, you must attain this before you do that, you have people becoming parents somewhat later. It's not common to have a 20-something-year-old father in my culture. You have men who are late 30s, well into their 40s before their parents, okay? Because the society expects you to be accomplished before you would marry and have children. You have women, some in their 20s, but the women in my family are all fiercely and extensively educated. So you have them well into their 30s before they become parents. So for my age group, our grandparents are 80s. Basically, we have parents in their 60s and 70s. So can you imagine grandparents? So my age group in my culture does not have a lot of these grandparents around. If you are someone who is lucky to have them, there are some cultures where it's a lot more likely to have 20-something-year-old parents. And so you have people my age who have grandparents still in their 70s and so on. Or 70s, 80s, if you're one of those, you're actually luckier than most. So whatever the case, whoever you have in your sphere who's older, who knows something about you, your family, your relatives, your siblings, your parents, these people make up a useful source of information. Sit down and talk to them, ask them questions, record. Don't feel like you have to write. Tell them to speak into a tape recorder. You can transcribe it anytime. You can get help. You can pay someone to do it if you have no time. But recording their voice is what you ought to do today, my friend, because these folks are getting older. They're aging. We are losing lots of them. If you're not sure what to ask them, grab a copy of my biography writing manual, available on Amazon. How to write your family biography, great questions to use in gathering family history. Grab a copy and start digging through, start asking them questions. This is actually a biography writing manual that is simply an assembled and organized series of questions. So you literally ask someone these questions and write down what they say or record what they say. Random example. Can you describe walking inside your home and what everything looked like? What village, city, or town did you grow up in? So these are some random examples. And you can use this to gather information from these much treasured older relatives and family members. Do not forget that source of information. Very important. And I hope you get around to doing that very soon. Do not waste time. These are largely aging folks. We are losing them. That is natural human history. We all hang out for a while and we get old and we're gone. So as they're aging, we're losing them. Don't make that mistake of waiting too long. Start to capture what they know. Don't be bogged down by details. Get them even on a tape recorder to record their answers. You can deal with the rest later, okay? I'll see you in my next video. And again, this is available on Amazon.